Welcome back at 7:12. We've been watching the cameras all morning, and some of the cameras show not much.
Yeah.
Others, the fog is really thick.
Yeah, I was thinking I'd change it up, maybe click Lebanon's camera in for a while. Big white puffy cloud right in front of it.
Oh,
so
wow.
that's one spot
Can't see
where
anything.
yeah, you can't see anything past the fog. And we were showing the tower camera where it's starting to fog up a little more, and sunshine at 65. It's another place that it's really not looking too bad.
Not
you can
too
tell that there's a
bad.
little bit of it, maybe more some of the higher fog than right on the ground level, but it's still something that you want to keep in mind if you're getting ready to head outside and drive to work, drive the kids to school. Next hour or two, we're going to really be watching that passing fog. Good news though with the temperatures, despite them being a little cool in the 30s, since we're above 32 degrees, we're really not expecting any widespread areas of freezing fog. Now we do have a widespread area of some dense fog advisories for those of us especially west of 65, and you'll notice that lines up very nicely with areas that are seeing half a mile to quarter-mile visibility. And if you're traveling at 49 all the way up toward Kansas City, well, still seeing that quarter-mile visibility all the way up where the state line of Missouri lines up with not only Kansas, but even into Oklahoma. Now, northern Arkansas, another place seeing that dense fog, even areas down toward Harrison, quarter-mile visibility. West Plains, you're another isolated spot that all morning long, the visibility has been between about 1 and 2 miles. Temperature-wise out there, like we were talking about, most of us is staying within a nice range above freezing. So those mid-30s helping to create just your visibility the problem. So not expecting those areas of widespread freezing fog to create the icy roads, but keep that in mind, especially for some of the bridges and overpasses, since we are seeing a few areas kind of hug that freezing line. Now the morning fog, it's going to be burning off, and despite some of the clouds still hanging around, we're going to keep watching for a nice warm up here in the Ozarks. About expecting a jump of 10 degrees today, closer to 60s by the weekend. And of course, with the warmer air moving through and all that moisture in place, we will be watching for not only some showers, but thunderstorms. Satellite and radar loop, it really hasn't been showing much more than a big area of gray, so lots of clouds pushing into the Ozarks. And the showers and thunderstorms we're talking about, they're further down to the south. You can see this big line of rainfall pushing its way up toward Little Rock, even across the Dallas area. This is a stalled front that's going to continue to inch its way closer and closer to the Ozarks, both tonight and into first thing tomorrow morning. Let's time this out a little closer for you. I think throughout the afternoon, it is primarily just going to be clouds we're watching for. I think those of us a little north of 54, you might be able to see a few breaks in the cloud cover, potentially even enough to help you jump up to some low to mid 50s. Closer you get to that Arkansas state line though, and closer you really get to Little Rock, that's going to be more likely to see some showers push up today. So not out of the question to see maybe a sprinkle or two. Watch what happens after midnight though. This is when the front starts to push its way up across the Ozarks. It could be giving us a few pockets of some heavy rainfall. And I think those areas in the orange and yellow right around sunrise tomorrow, those of us east of 65, you might want to be on the lookout for some thunderstorm activity. Now into the afternoon, we'll see much lighter chances for showers. Still wouldn't be out of the question though to maybe see a pop-up thunderstorm or two. Later we get into your Thursday evening, the more likely we are to just be seeing the clouds and potentially even a few more areas of fog redevelop. As far as how much rainfall we're talking about, maybe a sprinkle or two later this evening. After midnight though, that's going to be where we watch for that thunderstorm potential. I think further east you go, especially further south and east, the more likely you will be to potentially even see that 1 inch of new rainfall through first thing tomorrow morning into those afternoon hours. Of course, where we're talking about that half an inch to maybe even an inch of rainfall, that's going to be where you're under the thunderstorms. As far as the temperatures go today, we're expecting those highs to be jumping about 10 degrees from yesterday. So that means some low 50s for most of us. As far as tonight, well above freezing, and that's good news for anyone who's been watching the rainfall move through, and that warm up continues in the weekend where we could see 60s.
Thanks, Liz.